Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a story time video just because I didn't know what to film for this week, and I noticed that a lot of you guys really enjoyed my last story time video. So let's get started. How I got a hole in my leg. So if a lot of you guys don't know me, I was a huge klutz when I was younger, like in elementary school, especially in elementary school and in middle school. I just fell all the time, and I was just like the hugest klutz ever in the world, and it was just a hot ass mess. Story is actually going to go a little bit forward into middle school. I believe it was like 7th grade that everything changed, honey. Literally, it was crazy. BT dubs, just so you guys know, this story is not going to be very dramatic or sad like the last one, but it'll be entertaining, I promise. So yes. So we are going back to middle school, and literally this is just a regular day, and it's at the end of the day actually, and I'm actually back at the time I was with my quote unquote best friend at the time, and I was going down the stairs with her so I can get picked up by my mom. Literally, it was I have a school that has 3 levels, and so I was going down the stairs, and literally I was like midway down the last set of stairs, and I don't know what happened. I had a spasm on my leg or something happened, and I literally just fall forward, and I don't fall like I tumble, I fall like I just go like this with my knee, and all I know is that I'm like, oh it hurts so bad. And my friend at the time, she was like, oh my god, are you okay? Are you good? And like, it was literally, that was it. Like, she didn't even check on it. That's why I'm not friends with that hoe no more. But literally, like, I was like hurting, and like I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then I got into the car, and I was like, Mom, I just fell. And I was like hurting, I was limping, and my mom checked it, and it was like it didn't look any bad or anything. It was just like, oh my god, I think he's just gonna get a bruise or something, right? Wrong. Just go throughout my days like it's nothing. And then literally I like to wear shorts a lot, and so one time I just had shorts, and literally my leg just started like looking red and literally looking like really ugly and like inflamed. My mom is like super crazy, and she's like super like, what is that called? Like, she wants to do stuff very early, very quick, because she doesn't want it to get to me very quick. So we go to the doctor's office, and the doctor that my mom wanted to see wasn't there, so we saw this other lady, and this other lady saw it, and she goes, oh, it's just infected, you just need to put your leg in like some a tub of like water and salt and like Clorox or something. I was like, what is this white hoe talking about? And so I was like, okay, that's fine, I'll do it. And then we go ahead and do that, and literally, I kid you not, like 2 days afterwards, I look at my leg after doing that, and it's purple, and it's huge, like hugely like inflamed, and it's purple, and it's like red, and like it goes from that ugly color to that. I was like, oh my god, what happened? And it was so huge and ugly and nasty, and I couldn't even like feel most of that part of my area, my leg. It was so bad, it was like disgusting. And so my mom was like, okay, we gotta go to the hospital. So we first go to this hospital for children, and then they're like, after like waiting a couple minutes, they're like, no, you're gonna have to go to the emergency room. I was like, why are we here, and why are you barely telling us to go to the emergency room when we've been here for a couple minutes? So anyways, we just go to the emergency room, and they quickly just enter me, and we tell them the situation, and literally, like, it was so bad that I usually just go really close to the entrance. No, honey, I had to go like past, like way in the back. It was like crucial, and I just saw like horrible people, really sick people. And then I have like a doctor come in, and I had a translator come in because my parents speak Spanish. They used to speak way less English back then than they do now. Anyways, just letting you know. I'm like on the bed, and I'm like there, I'm like crying, I'm like oh my god, what's gonna happen? And then this guy comes in with a whole bunch of tools, like some scissors, some knives, and like they're like really like doctor stuff. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get surgery. Am I not gonna get anesthesia? Am I not gonna get that sleeping thing? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. And they're like, no, you're just gonna have to power through it. I was like, excuse me? So I was like, oh my god, okay, just do it. So literally, oh my god, I didn't even see it because I know that if I look at it, it's gonna hurt double than if I just like, I think about something else and I feel it. And this is what that lady told me. The translator was like, you know, don't look at it, don't look at what they're doing, because you're gonna literally feel and look at what's happening to you, and that's just gonna cause your brain to make it look and feel and hurt more. So just look up and like think about other things, and you know, think about stuff while they're doing that. And I was like, oh my gosh, like what is happening with my life? And all I know is that like I just start bawling my eyes out, start screaming, I start holding on for my dear life. And my mom was like that they got a knife and they cut around the area, and they had scissors that can cut through skin, and they went around my like part of my leg, and like it was so bad that, and when it opened, that it like started oozing like pus. Like, I'm sorry if it's like too bad, but like they just started oozing like pus, and my mom was like, it was like a waterfall, and it was just nasty. And all I know is that I started crying so bad, but I looked at my mom and my dad, and they're just like, oh, what is happening? Like all their eyes, my little sister is like traumatized at this point. And literally like I'm just screaming, I'm dead. I'm like, oh my god, is this the last time? I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening? I was like, girl, I haven't even experienced everything yet at this point. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. And literally like a couple minutes after, like it's been like half an hour, they take out like all the nasty stuff, and all I know is that I have a hole in my leg. A hole in my leg. And so one of the ladies starts like putting like this disinfectant gauze in my leg. Like, oh my gosh, I was just crying. I was there, and they were like, okay, it's over. Let me sit, right? I feel like I almost passed out, and after everything was over, they're like, okay, we're gonna put you into a room upstairs. And I was in the kids section still because I was in 7th grade. Okay. Anyway, so I go to the room, and I'm over here like just like so distraught. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, and just really take care of my stuff. I didn't have anything, but you know, I was just like over here dying. And literally I was up in my room after a couple minutes. They let my family know, like my other family, like my cousins and stuff, that I was like in the hospital. And like I got my mom's phone, because at the time I didn't have no phone. And I was like on Facebook, and I think it was on MySpace. I told my quote-unquote friends at the time, I was like, oh my god, I'm in the hospital. One of them literally starts like, like she thinks it's a joke, and she just starts laughing. I'm like, this is not a fucking joke, bitch. I'm in pain. And so like most of them, most of my friends that I had in middle school, I'm not really friends with anymore, because they were just fake bitches that used me. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, how are you gonna just say that to me? Like, you should be like, oh my god, I hope you're feeling okay. No, I didn't get none of that. So I was like, fuck this. So I'm just here, like, in my room, and literally all I know is that my cousins come in, my aunts come in, my uncles, and they're like, oh my god, what happened? Are you okay? And they start looking at my leg. Oh my gosh, like, I don't even know what's happening. And like, it was literally a mess. I was there for like a week and a half in the hospital. I was like, when am I leaving? I want to leave. Like, even though like I kind of regret leaving a little early, because I was supposed to be there more, but they gave me like an Xbox to play in my room. They got me food. I was living the life. I lost weight while I was in there. Like, it was the best time of my life. And I'm like over there just like, oh my god, I'm missing school, I'm missing events. That's how crazy it was. Like, that's how crazy I am at the time, that I was like, I want to go to school, I'm missing an event, I'm missing a concert, I'm missing something. I know something was happening. So literally the next day of the operation, they tell me, okay, so we're going to have to use like a spaghetti-like gauze to put it into your leg, and then we're gonna have to clean that out, kind of redo that every time until, you know, your tissue starts building up to the top and it's not really a hole anymore. And so I was like, oh my god, literally that hurt so bad when they were doing that. I was like, this is not spaghetti, this is like fettuccine, like this is a huge gauze. I don't know what you're talking about. And it's like, it hurt so bad. I was in so much pain literally after like, and it hurt because it was like really close, and they told my mom that they're like, it was a miracle that I went at the time I did, because it was literally like this close to my bone, and if it hit my bone they would have to chop my leg off. And so I'm just so blessed that I still have both of my legs, still can twerk with 2 legs. Like, oh my gosh, like it was like hashtag blessed. Like, it was crazy. I was in there for like a week and they were just doing that, and the only thing that really hurt was just because it was like so tender and like so, it hurts getting like the gauze in and out because it just like, it was hurting until like mostly like after like more than half of it was like, I didn't need to put as much gauze and stuff. It didn't, it stopped kind of hurting when you had to refill it. So I was like, okay, whatever, just stick it in, stick it out, and let's go. After like a couple weeks have passed and literally I don't have the hole anymore, and it's literally just like an ugly scar of tissue that my leg is. And literally the doctor was like, okay, well that's your final thing, you know, are you excited that you're gonna have this awesome scar? I was like, no, I don't want a scar, I want to have perfect legs. What you mean? But you know, I'm honestly so blessed and so happy that I still have my leg, and you know, a lot of people don't have all their body parts and stuff like that. So I'm just so happy that I still have my leg, and that's the story of how I got my hole in my leg. And let me show you what it looks like before we... Leg girl. That's what it looks like after all these years, and it's still thriving. Sometimes if it, and the thing is like, I can't be too rough around that area, because if I am too rough then it's just bad news, girl. Like, it'll just be horrible. Like, my thing will get red again and I need to go get like anti something so my legs doesn't get bad. It kills the stuff in there, so I can't be too crazy around my area. But that was the story. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys like these story time videos, because I still got a lot more. Too many to count. But I feel like I'm finally starting to do more story time, so let me know if you guys enjoy these videos. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Please remember to subscribe and like this video if you liked it, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.
I bet you start loving me soon as I start loving someone else, somebody better than you. I bet you start needing me soon as you see me with someone